Okay everybody, this is our next project. It's a push mower, and the owner said that it was starting to hunt, and so I said you might want to check the carburetor and for debris, and this is the way I received it. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to disconnect the carb, clean it out, and hope for the best. Okay, so since it's mostly apart, we'll remove it from the linkage here and the fuel line, and we got to try to reassemble everything back together, okay? After we clean it out. Here we go. Well, here's the carburetor. It's fairly dirty, but what we're going to do is we're going to clean off everything in here, take the jet out from in here, and see if we can clean the emulsion tube in there, okay? So basically I'm just going to use a can of carburetor cleaner and just shoot everything down here to generally give it a cleaning on top, and then we'll give it a cleaning down in here, okay? And everything in here. And hopefully we can get it all the nooks and crannies cleaned out, okay? So there seems to be a lot of dust in this thing. I mean, a lot of dust. I mean, look at the carburetor bowl. So we'll see if we can get it all reassembled. The air filter looks atrocious, so that's no good. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to take a little screwdriver in here and get the emulsion tube out, the jet and the emulsion tube out of here, and then again, like I said, we'll clean the bowl out really good, again with just some carburetor cleaner, and we'll wipe her clean because we don't want any debris in there either. So we'll start by cleaning the parts, and then we'll continue from there, okay? Hold on a second. Okay, got a little screwdriver here, and I'll try to get this jet out of here. It looks like it's coming out fairly easily. More, and just undo it, and it should come right out. Well, that jet is hung up. Let's see if I can get it out of here. So there's the jet, and usually this should be fairly clean, but we'll clean both sides just to be sure. And then the tube in here is what I'm curious about, because there's a little emulsion tube in here, so we're going to try to push out if we can. Underneath here there's another tube in here if we can. Otherwise we'll have to soak it and hope for the best, but I would like to clean it all out if I can. Okay, let's try again. Okay. Alright, looks like the seat for the carburetor float that would fit right in here is not in this pile of parts. So I will have to contact the owner and see if he can find it. And from there we'll have to go and see if I can find a replacement from one of my junk parts, or we will have to then order another carburetor. Okay? So to be continued, alright? Okay, let's go back to the carburetor. I've got it fairly cleaned out. The guy also found the needles, so that was a missing component. I thought I was going to have to get a new carburetor, but hey, we don't have to. We'll get that reinserted back into its little hole, and then we'll take the screwdriver and we will tighten it back down. And just make sure that you don't cross thread it. And just take your time and get it all the way seated back and nice and tight. You don't have to kill it, okay? So now the next part is this needle, okay? And we're gonna see if we can get this in here. Okay, that seems to work okay. Now we'll get the the cup that I've cleaned. Clean the inside of all the debris, anything that was in here, and it was really actually wasn't that bad. And then we're going to put that on, and then clean the bolt off a little bit. Okay, just using carb cleaner, and then we'll tighten this one down. Like so, and the carb is back together again. I'll tighten that down, and then let's work on getting it back on the mower. Okay, let's see you in a second. Let's see which way it goes. Come on, come on. And then we're going to drain all the fuel out of here, and we'll put in new fuel because you know. So right now I'm kind of guessing how the gaskets go because again I didn't take it apart, so it is becoming kind of challenging. But I think these two go here, okay, with this metal bracket, and I'm going to use one screw here, you know, the one of the bolts. And then I'm going to slide it into the carburetor on the backside. I don't know if you can see that. And then I think this one, because of the impressions on it, and that's the only thing I'm going off of, okay, goes somewhere here. I don't know, friggin' A, man. It has to go here, off the impression, you know, off of that carburetor. I mean, it looks like it matches up with that, with the indents into the thing. But if I line it up this way, does it go that way? I don't know. But it definitely has the imprint of that carburetor on that gasket, and so I guess that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with this going this way. That's the way I'm going for it right there. Can you tell? Okay, that's what I'm going for right there, and I'm going to try to thread it in all together. All right, and let's hope for the best. Right now, I don't know. I mean, and lining up that little breather tube, and let's see. I don't know. And then we're going to see if the other functions work. Okay, so give me a second. Okay, let's tighten it up slowly on both sides and hope for the best here. We're not going to go nuts. Just tighten the hand top, but make sure it's tight. Alright, I got everything back together. I also cleaned up the spark plug a little bit to make sure it's okay. And then let's fill it with fuel and give it a go, okay? I'm going to get it on the ground. Okay, I filled the tank with some non-ethanol fuel. Let's get it choke on. Let's get the fuel on. Let's get the fuel on. Choke is on. Okay. I don't know, did you hear it? I got it warmed up and running. Okay, sounds good. I'll get an air filter on it, and then that's it. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a great day. And thank you for subscribing again.